block on the overhead. Jump! Revolve ices them. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Can they? Ooh, what a smart blow! With getting it all on the drive rush. Court play, triggering toxic loss. Goes to the air. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is it. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Risky up-close scrap still going. Both are ready to pull the trigger on. Get out of that jam with a perfect parry. Player 2 is in a very good anti-air in the clutch. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 with the rhythm. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Oh, he's turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. My magnum open! Did not miss that chance and takes the round! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1. Fight!
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. The super armor does its job. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Can't keep track of these corner switches. Impact's a no-go. Gets the jump in. The attack is parried. Knockback takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Player 1, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Decides to meet them in the air. We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge too. That's a big gap. Who's going to spring forward with the drive rush? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Drive run in there! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Corbalan! They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nice tech. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. The jump-in is denied. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the jump in. Quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Three gloves. Both fighters planning something. Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps in. Big throws. Going in. Player 1 is dominating this match. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. KO! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Cross-up blocked. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Starts with a jump in. Taking stock. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. The grab misses. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this up springs forward with a drive rush. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Takes a trip. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Throwing some shade. Player 2 counting them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand it in there? Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Smart play with the throw. Player two has a slight life lead. Okay, creating some space here. Quick breather. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Nick springs forward with the drive rush. Found the opening and snares them clean. No escaping that. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Jumps. Revolt ices it. Drive rush to keep it going. Player drive rush. Solid anti-air. Fools them and blocks them in embrace. Player forward rush. Punish counter on reaction. Getting up close and personal. Oh, here we go. Jump goes to the air. Somehow gets him with a Euro. Player two can't read the jump in perfectly. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Rushes in. Ooh, the drive in back hit for a punish. This is a critical... Oh, putting it all on the line. The super's blocked. A jump crowns him from above. They didn't take the throw. Trail.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player two is using their drive liberally. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Taking stock. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Long low attack hit. Had the radar up and running. Brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Grabs and throws them away. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Will we see a drive hit? Medium kick. Goes, this can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Drive rush. Jumps up. Reversal. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start. This is gonna hurt. Goes low. Revolt ices it. Player two took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Knocked them out of the air. Catches them out. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Dragon Lash! Wait! They can't get hit here! Are you kidding me? Player one faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! believe it's time for that run back. Solid anti-air. Throwing some shade. Jumps in, hits him with a stopping block. Solid combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Shows the overhead. All right, what's coming up next? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Got their eye on the air. What a clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Heading into the face of big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 just put burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. In there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Big low reaching heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick hits. 3-volt ices them. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Throwing some shade. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Not much life springs forward with the drive rush. All in with a rush. Stone Cold embrace. You can't block those. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Is that it then?
Final round. Fight.
Here.
Very nice, free glove. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Closes the gap. Both players look for something to work with, but neither tries to act quickly but with the attack. Overhead, but it won't work. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Finds the target. What are they gonna do? The Kriglov skewers them. These guys are not giving low heavy. Both are ready to pull the trigger on anticipated that throw. Nothing stops this train. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to get him with a Euro step. Very slick with the combo. Throws him to negate the block. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. All right, what's come? Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump-in is denied. Still very early in the round. Taking stock. So they break forward to press, springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hits. The impact doesn't do anything. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throw. Spikes him with Kriglov. Raves him. Will we see a drive hit? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Are we gonna see a comeback here? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Let's get it. Excellent block. Pokes with a medium kick. Burns out. Full combo. Let's go. One chance here. Oh, yo. Rock super here. What were they thinking? Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Scuff him. And eats it. Medium kick hits. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Nails it. This is a bad situation to be in. Weezy drives and back misses. Quick medium post. The Jinrai. The parry. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. How's this? Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. Flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up.
I don't have time to play.
Who's gonna make a move? Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Player 2 is just about out of drive after this. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive moves. Oh, burn a KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Flashes him. Throws him to negate the block. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. 3-ball? Medium kick hits. Plant burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Hits up the counter. This is going. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both drive rush to keep it going. Meets them air to air. Throwing some shade. Life lead is there, but still knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. What a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sticks the combo. Player 2 has the life lead. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. No good on fight. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. All right, what's coming up next? 3-ball? Very slick with the combo. 3-ball ices him. Will we see a drive impact? Departure set. Time to reassess the situation? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Shows the medium kick, sets up with the jump in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight!
Jumps? How did they read that throw? Closes the gap. Here comes the amnesia. Finds the target. What's next? The Triglav skewers him. Ooh, you never know what drops them from the air. There's a drive impact. That corner is starting to look scary. Oh, they took the bait. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Dangerous range here. Drops them hard. Close range projectile. Big time whip. Here comes the boom. Bring in the heat. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. chance with that super finish.
Ken
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Here. Now observe.
The cross-up connects. Good parry there and on dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Goes for the fireball. Gets back with the well-placed drive reversal. What's the play here? Time's the only thing moving here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? The pressure is so intense here. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes off the impact. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
Beats them and goes in for the hug.
Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Springs forward with the drive rush. G-drive kick for a mix-up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who'll make the first move? Show drive rush to keep it going. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Barely blocks the jump in. Connects with medium kick. They're laying into each other.
Stone cold and break. You can't block those.
What are they gonna do? Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Both sides getting used as a teleport.
Scuffle. Oh, burnout. They mean to do that? Still alive? Still alive?
Sit down and shut up.
Flatline zone.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? How do they reach that throw? Jumps in. Both fighters are raring to go. Drive rush to keep it going. All the throw connects. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gotta do better than that. Gets him with a Euro step. Looking for a chance. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, got him! Mix up time. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player two, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player two is in burnout mode. Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. A real test of chisels them down. Player one, straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Let's get it. How's this? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Goes for the command grab. Takes a trip. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Neither of them willing to back off. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2 can't use... Oh, burnout triggered! Going in, cages them in with the Lavshuka. Player 2, KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Shows a medium kick, flashes him. Pokes with a medium kick, brushes that off and keeps going. 3-ball ices him. Player 1 spent the super art to take the last round, but how will they handle the meter deficit? Connect with medium kick. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Ah, burnout activates.
Bring in the heat!
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see.
In, Ryu, Rippa!
Bet that.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that.
You're overhead, but it won't work. Drive rush to keep it going. A real test of nerves.
Betting it all on the drive rush.
Cool set the
Oh, coming for you.
Ooh, what a smart throw. Any mistake here is gonna be...
Oh, yo, Ross super hit.
Excellent read. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 made all the right...
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. Well-timed command throw there. Overdrive. Goes for an overhead. Player 1 has the life lead. Gets a chance with that jump in. Taking stock. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Big gap to overcome if they want to win. Okay, both fighters have taken out, capitalizes on every mistake, and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. 3-ball? Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Springs forward with the drive rush. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump when pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? The super doesn't hit. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. One chance here may end this match. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Nails the anti-air. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? No good up high. What are they thinking here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art here. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Gets the jump in. Grabs him. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Okay, creating some space here. Quick dash it. Takes a trip. Departure set. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Drive time. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throwing some shade. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Orbalan. They are absolutely wailing on springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Their will to win is really being tested here. KO! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out?
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Who's it gonna be? Stands firm and blocks the drive him. Well-timed command throws there. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The jump in catches them. Sticks the combo. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. 3-volt ices it. Pick up drive rush to keep it going. Down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. They hit triple Jinrai hits. Good damage on it. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Drive reversal. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 chases them down. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Got their eye on the air. 3-volt? Taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Will this super art connect? The super doesn't hit. A drive impact could end it all here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs them with the embrace. They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next? Both fighters are, burnout triggered! Player 2 can't counter them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? With no 2KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get to place it. Checks with a medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Medium kick. Sticks the combo. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A drive hits him with a stopping body. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage makes it KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open in with the crossover. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Torbalan. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Connects with the throw. Okay. Oh, they took the hit. Cross that off. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. Solid anti-air. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. How's this? Burnout! Did they mean to do that? What are they gonna do? Scuffle! Whoa! Critical art now? A real test of there's a burnout! What a read with that anti-air! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion!
challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The grab misses. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They hit each other. Get some. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Can they stop this light that springs forward with the drive rush? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Beats them and goes in for the hug.
Now what's up there? Here. Now what's
Departure! Dashes, counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Jumps. Oh, burnout triggered. Reversal. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a hold. Nails the 3-ball. One chance here, mate, and what a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Quick medium poke. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Excellent damage on that. Dragon Lash. That back row was huge. Player sets up with the jump in. Excellent block. Rebound.
Now what's up?
Baron Blow coming for you. Gets him with a Euro step. Let's get. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Huge chance after that wall spike. Drops them. They are done. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reversal. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Still slugging it out here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Shoots off a fireball up close. Got their eye on the air. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Reads them. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Fires off the turnover. They're thinking of scoring big off this cage use. Both fighters are just about to KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Nice block on the overhead. Blocks the impact. Anti-air drops him. Their spacing is so on point. But who's gonna blink first? Jumps up. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Flashes him. That corner is starting to look scary. Drive rush to keep it going. Experiencing burnout. Medium kick. Changes them in with the left shuka. Player 2 will look to him in there. Player 2.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Sees the drive reversal coming. deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Both players with no drive in the tank. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Throws him. What's next? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Denies the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Raise them. They decide to take a...
Oh, coming for you! Throwing some shade.
Springs forward with the drive rush.
It's a good spot to use the super.
Still alive! Still alive!
Still in it with a sliver!
Player 2!
Getting it all on this level 2 super arm. Lands the super! Time for it, that's how you close it out.
What a beast! We're going into the final round tied up.
Very good
Which
indeed.
fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick into. Gets him with a Euro step. Both fighters are raring to go. What are they gonna do?
Perfect execution with the anti-air.
Oh, the throw connects. Overhead.
Quick step forward.
Impact squash. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jump. Player 1 has a super gauge advantage. Next the counter.
Cross that off.
Okay, nobody crowns him from above. Trigog. Player 2 needs to use their drive move that uses the teleport. A real test of nerve game. Flatlines them. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Poke and eats it. Big throws. Checks with a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Back throw for the side switch. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? In a dire situation, it's KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Got their eye on the air. Throws out a projectile. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Who will gain control of the match? Hits them with a stop and pop. Full SA meters on deck.
Counters with amnesia.
Nice read. Scrapping it out up close. Will we see a drive impact? Jumps up, baits them and goes in for the hug. A quick breather. Goes for it all but just misses. Close range projectile. Burnout.
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Knocked them out of the air. Right lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 can't let this tip try to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. And whiffs just what they were after. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Quick medium poke. Jumps up. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Quick breathe.
Nothing stops this train.
Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
Jump! Reversal! Close range projectile! Keeps him out! Nails the 3-ball! With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Jump! Sets up with the jump in! 3-ball! Down on uses the teleport! What are they gonna do? Players betting it all on this level 2 super art! Overhead, what a finish! Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.